Let's move on over to the East. Ryan,
Ooh. Yeah,
who, as it stands today, who is your pick for the best team in the East?
Keep in mind, Kawhi Leonard. Listen,
Kawhi don't win everything, man.
We don't know where
Dennis and
Kawhi's
Kawhi
gonna
make up
land.
their mind. They ain't make up their mind. You know who I like? I like Milwaukee, dog. I like the Milwaukee Bucks.
Shocked
I know what.
that you said that.
Hold on. I don't have anything personal with Giannis or the Milwaukee Bucks.
You knew where I was going with
But you got to understand, this is the team that's heavily motivated. And when you have a tough loss, when you feel like you have unfinished business, D. Jones, we know what those summers look like as players. You work a little harder. You train longer. You got something in the back of your mind that is still motivating you. Now, obviously, they lost Malcolm Brogdon, who's an excellent player, great guy, key piece. But this was a good team even without Malcolm. And now you bring back Middleton, Lopez, and Bledsoe. So if I'm looking at the Eastern Conference standings, I really like Milwaukee. And the one thing I love about them, led by Giannis, this is a guy who year after year improved. Rebounds, assists, block shots, points. Every single year this kid has been in the league, he's improved. And if we're going to look down the East, Boston got worse, no Kyrie. Indiana, regular team, Victor's injured. Toronto, we don't know if Kawhi going to be there or not, big dog. So Milwaukee's clearly coming out the East, if no Kawhi and Uncle Dennis.
Damon?
Listen, this is a debate show. He's turning it into a comedy session. Listen, the best team in the East right now?
Who?
Philadelphia 76ers. And you talk about devastation. The 76ers was a fadeaway three-point shot by Kawhi Leonard from getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they felt they had a great matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks in that series to move on to the NBA Finals. This is what's going to happen. Joel Embiid now, he understands he has to be in the best shape of his career next year so he's not in and out of the lineup. Ben Simmons is going to get better, okay? Now Tobias Harris is now going to have a more defined role that Jimmy Butler's gone. Yes, Jimmy Butler was a big piece, but now Tobias Harris is going to be more assertive in that offense and do the things that he did with your Los Angeles Clippers. Now, the key piece to this that nobody's looking at and nobody's saying, Josh Richardson. He's an upgrade at the two-guard position, and here's why.
Upgrade over who?
Listen.
Upgrade over who? Don't say upgrade over who.
Listen. J.J. Redick is a better three-point shooter.
J.J. came off the bench.
J.J.
came off the bench last year. He was sixth man.
Listen, J.J. Redick is a better three-point shooter. But Josh Richardson does everything. Offensively, he can run pick and roll. He can make spot shots. Defensively, he can guard the best player, ones or twos. So for that scenario right there, Philadelphia is my team in the Eastern Conference.
Let me ask you something,
And the addition of Horford.
Horford, too. I forgot Horford.
I'm sorry.
High five.
Had to cut that out a little bit.
Let me ask, so last year in Philadelphia, who closed out for them? When they needed big shots, who closed?
Jimmy Butler.
So this next year, when you get into the playoffs, they're going to be great in the regular season. Who closes games out, D. Jones?
You got Embiid.
We close games out with centers, and I played the five. We close games out with centers now?
You can. When you're as dominant as Joel Embiid is, he could get a bucket or get to the free throw line, and that was one of the knocks I had on Brett Brown last year, that he didn't put him in position to dominate like he should have in that Toronto series.
And you think something's going to change? And as much as it
it's going to change when your job's on the line.
I played the five in the league, and I love my big fellas. But if you cannot get your shot off of the bounce, you're not going to be effective the deeper that the playoffs go. That's the problem with Giannis. That's the huge problem that with Ben Simmons. So all of a sudden we put the ball in Ben Simmons' hands. He hasn't improved from last year to this year.
Okay, so you're making my point right now. You're saying, so who's going to close for Milwaukee?
Giannis, he's going to improve.
I'm just telling you, these guys are going to improve.
And at a worst-case scenario, top to bottom, that team is getting better. Gotten better.
I am shocked that neither one of you mentioned Boston. With the addition of Kemba and the addition of Cantor, there's an argument that they're going to be a better team, too.
We're not talking about Cantor.
Right.
We're not talking about Cantor.
No. There's an argument that team is better, too.
We're not putting the Cantor on that.
No.
Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.